Hey guys, it's been a while since I last uploaded, but don't worry, my channel's not dead. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about streams. Not this streams, but this stream. Okay, so I think I'm gonna butcher this, but streams are a line of hit circles that are usually evenly spaced, and rhythmically, each are 1/4 of a beat apart. Also, most people stream alternating between two fingers. When it comes to streaming, there are many types of streaming and many terms related to streaming. So today I'm going to be talking about those. Now let's get right into it, shall we? First of all, the most comfortable BPM for streaming is, in my opinion, from around 175 to 200 BPM. Anything above that and below that is basically a bit difficult. So there are terms basically related to that, and they are low and high BPM streams. Okay, so they're pretty self-explanatory. High BPM streams have high BPM and low BPM streams have low BPM. So about the high and low BPM. The fact that something is high BPM streams or low BPM streams kind of differs depending on the person using it, because um, what's considered high or low BPM streams are usually what's out of their comfort zone. So if something they felt was too fast, then they'll label it as high BPM streams, and if they felt something was too slow, then they'll consider that as a low BPM stream. Okay, anyone should be able to tell why high BPM streams are difficult. They're simply because you have to alternate your fingers extremely fast, and some people just don't have that speed for it. Now, for low BPM streams, some new players fail to understand why it's so difficult. Well, it's because streams are meant for you to alternate your fingers in a consistent rate, and when that rate is too slow, you start to lose control over your fingers. You start to go randomly too fast or too slow. You lose finger control. Okay, so finger control is also pretty self-explanatory. It means you have good control over your fingers. And when someone says he has good finger control, it means that he was able to do a stream very consistently. Here's some example of low BPM and high BPM streams. Okay, the next type of streams are stacked streams, or simply stacks. Okay, stacks are pretty self-explanatory. It's a type of stream where circles are almost completely overlapping each other. Stacks tend to be one of the easier streams because you really don't have to move the cursor for it. But anyway, here are some examples. The next type of streams are quite the exact opposite of stacked, and they are spaced streams. Spaced streams are a type of streams where the circles are really spaced from each other. Spaced streams are considered to be very difficult by almost everybody because you have to have good stream aim for it. Stream aim is basically your aim in streaming, and it's especially difficult in spaced streams because your cursor has to move a longer distance due to two circles being farther apart from each other. Also, for a side note, streams have a different concept when it comes to aiming them. When you're doing jumps, you're specifically aiming for each circle, while when you're doing a stream, you're actually trying to make a fluid motion in a consistent speed so you can hit all the circles. That's why space stream is hard, because you're not necessarily aiming for each circle. So the term space streams also differ depending on the person using it. One person might think that space streams are when two circles aren't that close together, meaning they can still be overlapped, while for others they might think that there has to be actual space between two circles to be considered a space stream. Here's an example of space streams. The next type of stream is called the broken stream. Broken streams, also known as discontinuous streams, are streams where it's not made up of a consistent flow, but instead bunch of broken pieces. Broken streams tends to be difficult because it's not a consistent flow. Also, you have to jump from one end of a broken stream to another extremely quickly. Okay, so I just want to show you guys this real quick. It's a broken stream, and why it's so difficult is because the time it takes to get to 2 to 3 is the same as 1 to 2. Yeah, that's like a really big difference in distance, isn't it? And now, an example of broken streams. Next in the list are accelerating streams. Accelerating streams are streams where circles start from overlapping each other, but then slowly, as the stream goes on, starts to distance themselves. Accelerating streams are sometimes difficult because you have to speed up your cursor as the stream goes on. And here are some examples of accelerating streams. The next type of streams are called burst streams. Burst streams are really short and fast streams. It consists of like 5 or 7 circles or something like that. Burst streams tend to be very easy because they are very short, therefore you really don't have to worry about stamina. And here is an example of some burst streams. Okay, now one of the last type of streams I'm going to talk about is slider streams. Slider streams are basically normal streams, but instead they consist of sliders. Yeah. Slider streams tends to be a bit more difficult than normal streams because, well, they're sliders. You have to consider the slider ends and how the slider works. So if you click too early or too late, you might miss the slider. And here's an example of slider streams. Yeah, it's Big Black. Okay, so I said I covered all of them, but I lied. There's death streams. Death streams are high BPM space streams that tends to be very long. And I really didn't think about covering that one because it's just a combination of 3 factors that make a stream difficult. So, well, yeah, it's there, just to put it out there. Okay, now let's cover the terms that relate to streaming. And the first one I'm going to cover is overstreaming. Overstreaming is when you tap too quickly on a stream, resulting on you getting 150s and even misses sometimes. Okay, so the next term I'm going to be talking about, which is also the last, is finger lock. Oh my god, finger lock is like one of the most annoying things to happen when you're streaming. So basically your finger just locks into place, it stops moving. Why? It's because you lost stamina and you're putting so much strain in your finger that your finger just doesn't want to move anymore, it just locks into place. And therefore you miss 1 or 2 notes and you have to restart the whole god dang map. Anyway guys, that'll be it for the different types of streaming. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.